Speedway pace car as we get set to turn these guys loose. Sam Rogers, Mark Gonzalez, your front row. Chip Gaines, Matt Watts, second row. Jeff Gilbo, Greg Lukey, the third row. And we are underway. And Gonzalez off to a fast start as Sam Rogers pulls into the infield immediately. Something went wrong with that car on the start. Chip Gaines looks to the inside of Gonzalez and takes over the number 1 spot. Matt Watts moves to the inside also to take over spot number 2. Gonzalez drops back to third, but here comes Jeff Gilbo as Sam Rogers gets his car back on the track right in front of the leaders, but he gets it up to speed in time. Chip Gaines, your leader, Matt Watts, Jeff Gilbo. Jeff Gilbo sponsored by Jeff's Transmissions in Palmetto. Chip Gaines in the number 72, that is the Immokalee number 72. Matt Watts still looking for some sponsorship help in that number 3. Doing a real good job up front, running in the second position, trying to gain a little bit on the 72 of Chip Gaines. Running in the fourth position, the 47 of Mark Gonzalez, the 31 of Greg Lukey runs in fifth. In sixth position, one lap down, the 25 of Sam Rogers. White flag goes out as we have one more circuit left, one more lap to complete for the Manatee Lumber Hardware and Truss Modified Mini Division, heat race number 1. Chip Gaines comes off a turn 4, sees that checkered flag, and he is your winner, Chip Gaines. Chip Gaines in the Immokalee Disposal number 72. The unsponsored number 3 of Matt Watts runs second in Palmetto, sponsor on the 44 of Jeff Gilbo, the 47. Ronnie Allen in the 68 will start in the 5th position. Starting 6th, the 82 of Jimmy Warham, although I don't see him out there. And then we've got the number 70 of Tony Elrod Jr. That car earlier, that is not the same one. Tony has 2 different cars, one for the mod minis and one for the mini stocks. And Clay Joseph off to a good start. Clay Joseph in the 95, your instant leader, as Bob King in the 0 drops back quickly. Clay Joseph hanging on to that top spot. The 5 of Steve Gill looking for a way around him. Steve Gill looks to the outside. Can he make it stick out there? Clay Joseph in the 95 just loses number 1. Fights back on the inside. Gill out front, and Gill will be scored your leader. Lap number 2 belongs to Steve Gill in the number 5. Clay Joseph in the 95 drops back into second position. Steve Martin in the number 7 looking to the outside, and he wants to move up too. The 68 of Ronnie Allen on the inside, Steve Martin on the outside. Tony Elrod Jr. is back in the 5th position. Number 3 position as Steve Martin goes to the outside and takes over spot number 3. Steve Martin, our track comedian, now running in third. Tony Elrod in the 70 running 4th. In the 0, Bob King in 5th. Out front, Steve Gill in the number 5. Here's your leader, the 95 of Clay Joseph running in 2nd. Steve Martin 3rd. Tony Elrod 4th. Checkered flag comes out, and there's your winner, Steve Gill. The 95 of Clay Joseph in the Precision Transmission. Auto Repair number 70 runs in the 4th position, and Bob King in the Glover Transport 0 will round out the 20 laps. Daddy Durfee pulls the DeSoto Speedway Budweiser pace car ahead of the field. Gonzalez and Joseph, your front row. Elrod, Martin, Gaines, on Clay Joseph as we come up on the halfway point. A lap on the 25 of Sam Rogers. Yellow comes out. The yellow comes out as the 47 of Mark Gonzalez goes around in turn number 4. Matt Watts looks to the inside. This could be for the lead. And Gaines shuts the door on him. Matt Watts, your leader. Yellow comes out as the 47 of Gonzalez goes around on the back straightaway. Right by Matt Watts. 72 Chip Gaines out front, but Matt Watts all over his bumper. The 68